What Yer Koach. Very nice. Thank you, Shir Kids. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. It is so wonderful to see there's some more seats up here. Feel free to come on in. You can just say, excuse me, and people will be really nice. They'll let you come in and sit, I promise. This is a wonderfully packed sanctuary we have this evening to celebrate Shabbat as we do every week. And of course, tonight is a special Shabbat as we are also celebrating Hanukkah. Shabbatica, if you will. Before we start, I want to mention it is so wonderful to see so many little ones here. I will let you know, parents, if your little one gets a little distracted and wants to go into another space. We do have babysitting tonight in the nursery. So at any point in the service, you are welcome to bring your child to babysitting if you would like, but we are also thrilled to have everyone here in the sanctuary worshiping with us as well. Before we begin, we have so many people here, but I'm sure there are many online watching as well. So we're going to turn to the cameras and just say, Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach. And I'll invite you to turn to the north, the south, the east, and the west and say Shabbat Shalom and introduce yourself to someone new.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
So, Hanukkah is, of course, about the miracle of a tiny bit of oil keeping the flame of the menorah shining for 8 days when the Jews thought it would only last for 1. But as Rabbi David Hartman taught, there was actually another miracle. The miracle that even though they knew the oil wouldn't last long enough to complete the rededication of the temple, they chose to light the menorah anyway. And over the past weeks, we've certainly felt a little bit of darkness around us, and it can be easy to lose hope. But when I look around in this room, in this sanctuary, I'm overwhelmed with joy and with optimism for the future of the Jewish people. Because just like the Maccabees, we're looking at the small amount of oil in our hands, unsure the light will last long enough. But we are making a choice to believe in a vibrant future for the Jewish people and for the world. We are choosing to light our menorah anyway. You might have noticed that we have a variety of chanukiyot up here on our bima, one that looks pretty standard, and one that is rather bespoke, if you will, kind of a unique chanukiyah that if you have been in the clergy wing of our synagogue, you might have noticed before and had some questions. Well, this chanukiyah was made by Jeffrey and Tamar Myers, and it's my honor to invite them up to help us light our chanukiyah giraffe, which you will also learn the origin story of later this evening, kind of like a Marvel backstory of how of its superhero backstory here. But come on up. And also at this time, I'll invite everyone to go towards your chanukiyah, and we're going to kindle the flames together. And our shir kids, I'll invite you to go join your families.
Can't hear you. Oh, hear my prayer I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Oh my gosh. Baruch
Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher
Shanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel
motorcycle one.
Baruch
This is bar mitzvah.
Adonai Eloheinu
Did you really want a motorcycle? Yeah.
שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. מעוז צור ישועתי לך נאה לשבח, תיכון בית תפילתי ושם תודה נזבח, לתכלית מטביע יצר נבח, אז אגמור לשיר מזמור
Chanukah
המזבח.
az egmor b'shir mizmor Chanukah hamizbeach. Chag Sameach. We're going to find our way back to our seats and share kids. If share kids will come all the way back up here, and everyone else will find their way back to their seats. Thank you, everyone.
Hello again. And happy again. It smells like smoke. Why did I turn off the lights?
No, Shabbat.
And without having to look like can we like set the whole what happened to the dance party?
So we're heading back to our seats.
To really appreciate and get the full experience of the light that we have created, we are going to turn off the lights. So I'll ask that everyone do your best to find your way to a seat. We don't want everyone to be able to walk safely to their seats. We add to our chanukiyot, the light of our chanukiyot, the light of Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Okay, better.
Whenever we have our share kids here, whenever we have a Shabbat early in the month, usually it's the first of the month. This month we're a little bit different because of Chanukah. We take a moment to celebrate anyone who has had a birthday or is having a birthday in the month of December. So if you are under the age of bar bat mitzvah, let me clarify, you are under the age of bar bat mitzvah and you have a birthday in the month of December, come and join us on the Bima.
No one. No one. No one.
December birthdays?
Wait, is it mine? That one? No, that girl.
I don't believe it. Any adults with December birthdays? Come on up.
No kids that have December birthday. Any of us have December birthday.
It just would have been too sad to not sing happy birthday.
Go and have a birthday in
There you go.
December. You like it.
Let it sameach, Yom Huledet sameach, Yom Huledet sameach, Yom Huledet sameach. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear all of you. Happy birthday to you. Yes, well, so, oh, no more ice cream. For you December birthdays who are always battling against all of the holidays, I hope that this year you feel the light and joy and appreciation and feel absolutely and 100% celebrated for the wonderful people that you are and that you have a wonderful, wonderful year. Ad me'ah ve'esrim until 120. Mazel tov.
Amen.
Happy birthday.
So what Rabbi Erdheim taught is so true, that at this time of Hanukkah, part of the miracle, of course, is that the oil lasted for 8 days, but part of the miracle is that we make the choice to light the Chanukiyah in the first place. And part of the way that we sometimes dispel the darkness that exists in the world is by making sure to share light, making sure to share the joy that exists in our room. And there's the light that is around us in the Chanukiyot, but there's also joy that exists in the menorahs of our life. And so we want to take a moment to share just things that are going on in your life that are, it could be big or small, that are just bring out joy, something that is good, that has happened in your life, that is worth sharing and really helping to elevate the joy in the life of one another. And I'm going to take off my talit since it was sort of coming off me for 1 second. So, does anyone have anything to share? Yes? It's joyous to have everyone here. Beautiful thing. Thank you. Having lived through COVID and many other things. Absolutely. Rachel. Awesome. We wish you well in sleeping tonight. Or napping over. Okay. Yes. That's awesome. 95 years old. Happy birthday to your mother. Absolutely. That's beautiful. Other joyous things. Yes.
My brother said apples.
Did you say you got a puppy on Wednesday? Wow. A puppy for Hanukkah. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. And may you find luck in sleeping, or your parents through the night. Absolutely. That's wonderful. Okay. There are some more good things. Yes. Playing soccer. You having a good time playing soccer? It's a good thing. It brings you joy in life? Fantastic. Air high five for soccer. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, yes.
I play soccer. What do I feel?
Good. for decorating in the new condo and for life in your new condo. Congratulations and mazel tov on that. Yes. You got your green belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Green belt in Jiu-Jitsu. All right. Great. Sorry. I'm colorblind, clearly. All right. Absolutely. Congratulations. Way to go. Yes.
What is the category?
You play tennis? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh goodness. That's great. Are you having a good time playing tennis? We should have lots of joy playing tennis. So tennis and soccer and yes. You got a jungle gym for Hanukkah? Wow. May there be lots of swinging in your future. Oh, that is fantastic. All right. So some other good news. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, turn around. Oh, yes. Oh, a couple. Yes. I'm sorry, what?
Today I went on a field trip.
You went on a field trip. For a field trip and?
Being here?
For being here. All right. All right. Two more. Yeah. For Hanukkah. And?
For my birthday.
For your birthday and?
My half birthday was on December 4th.
For birthdays and half birthdays. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. So many good things. Hold on. I mean, what last one? Yes.
For my birthday I got a
Okay. For great gifts. So think about all of the joy that we have. For birthdays, young and older, right? For field trips and Hanukkah gifts and jungle gyms and soccer and tennis and all sorts of wonderful things. For all of these things that sort of bring us joy, right? We have to have the imagination and spirit, the audacity to bring more joy into the world. And that's what we're doing. And so we want to thank God, not only for giving us life, but for sustaining our lives to help us reach joyous occasions just like this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו בזמן הזה.
We rise with the words of Baruch Hu. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Yalai lai lai, 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 yalai lai. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
One is putting
Ukshartam leota yadecha behayu letotafot beinenecha utavtam al mezuzah beitecha uvisharecha yai la ya la 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 ya la 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 yai la 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 ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Our Mi Chamocha prayer is a celebration and appreciation for the ability to live open, proud Jewish lives. When the Israelites crossed the sea, when Esther revealed Haman's evil plan, when the Maccabees triumphed over Antiochus, and so many more moments throughout our history in which an outside power attempted to dim the lights of the Jewish people, but we emerged shining brighter and more boldly than ever. We continue with the words of Mi Chamocha.
Mi Chamocha Nedar B'Kodesh. ששת ימים.
In a moment, we'll rise to recite the words of Adonai Svatai Tiftach, followed by a silent Amidah, and we are also in a moment going to turn off the lights, just to kind of take a moment to take in the glow of all of our beautiful chanukiyot and our Shabbat candles. And of course, this Hanukkah, we're particularly holding in our hearts our family and friends, whether we've ever met them or not, in the land of Israel. We pray that this Hanukkah, the words that are on the dreidel, Nez Gadol Haya Sham, a great miracle happened there, will come true once again. That Israel and its inhabitants will know peace, that the wholeness that God creates on high will descend upon this world, that we will know a world in which every person can live in safety, comfort, and peace. I'll invite you to please rise.
If we can all rub our hands together and say thank you to Share Kids. Share Kids, thank you so much for leading us this evening. If you can guys go back and sit with your families. Oseh Shalom Bimramav. May the one who makes peace in the heavens above make peace on earth for all of us and for Israel. And there's a lot of people that we know who need shalom, who need peace, who need shlemut, who need wholeness in their lives. And as we gather as a congregation, as a community, we think of members of our community who are in need of healing. Their names are going to be on the screen. And these are people in our community that we're thinking about who need healing, a healing of mind and body and spirit and soul. And as we look at the names on the screen, we think also of the names of people that you know, who might be in hospital rooms or at home, people that you know who could use a call, a text, or a meal. And that we know that the prayers that we say tonight, the prayers that ask God not only for healing and for wholeness, are an important reminder to each one of us to bring some more light into the lives of people who need it most. As my eyes go around the congregation, I want to invite you to say out loud, or if you want, even silently in your own heart, the names of people that you're thinking about tonight who need healing. So we can add to the names of our community, and so that we can pray for them all together as one. Thank you. 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 Baruch atah Adonai Rofeh Cholim. Blessed are you, O God, who supports and comforts all who are in need.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu bekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in
of you may have been looking up here wondering, why does the giraffe have a menorah on its back? And Tamar and Jeff Myers might be able to tell you because they made this wonderful giraffe. But earlier this week, when I was imagining why the giraffe has a menorah on its back, I found out myself. So I wanted to share the real story with you of why the giraffe has a menorah on its back. To do that, I'm going to have to take you back to a November day at the North Carolina Zoo many, many years ago. Judah the giraffe was having a slow morning. He was munching on leaves on the tree next to his enclosure, and suddenly he heard a lot of hooting and wing flapping coming from across the park. And he peered over the edge of the fence, and he could see that there was a group of animals gathering at a corner where all their enclosures met. And sitting up above that in the tree was Olive the owl. And Olive the owl was rocking back and forth on a branch, clearly very agitated. So Judah leaned his head further over the fence to try and hear what was happening. He's a little shy, so he didn't want to let them know he was listening, so he just kind of tilted an ear. Olive the owl was explaining that she had a huge concern about the upcoming holiday of Hanukkah because she was reading from Maimonides' Mishnah Torah. Owls are known for being very smart, after all. She was reading from the Mishnah Torah, and she's worried that the animals won't be able to celebrate Hanukkah correctly because there are two mitzvahs concerning the lighting of the menorah. One is that to light the menorah itself. And Olive said, I can take care of that. I can get the menorah. I can sneak some candles. I can find the matches. But the second mitzvah is to publicize the miracle, to make sure that other people can see our lit menorah and remember the miracles of the Maccabees and the light lasting for 8 days. Olive tells the other animals, we can't do it. I don't know what to do. How are we going to do Parsamei Nisa, the publicizing of this miracle? My beak is too small to hold the menorah in my mouth, and if I hold it in my claws, I'm going to singe my feathers. And then the seal slapped the water with her flipper and says, I've got this. I will just swim around the tank with my menorah balanced on my tail, and everyone will be able to see it. And Olive hooted her appreciation. Thanks, but no thanks. The water's going to splash on the menorah, and the candles will go out too quickly. We won't be able to publicize it. And then the beaver raised a stick up in the air and said, I'll do it. We can mount the menorah on the top of my beaver dam. No problem. I built it really well. It is solid. And Olive hooted again. Thanks, but no thanks. It would be a fire hazard. The menorah might fall on your beaver dam and it would light up, and we can't risk your home catching fire. So Judah, who's listening this whole time, thinks this is getting really interesting. Who is going to help? And then the lion says, I'll do it. And he roars to show his commitment. But when he roared, Olive's feathers got blown back around her face. And she hooted again, thanks, but no thanks. Your roar is so strong that it's going to blow the candles out. There was only one animal left in this circle of animals, and it was the black bear, and she said, I will do it, but I just need to check the calendar. Can you let me know when Hanukkah is? And Olive the owl told her the date. It's the 25th of Kislev, and, well, the bear shook her head. Definitely going to be hibernating by then. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Olive. You're just going to have to publicize it to the people who happen to walk by your cage. But that at that moment, Judah, without even thinking, stomped his hoof and shook his neck around and said, I'll do it. And then he was so surprised that he talked. He galloped all around his whole enclosure, and when he got back, he said, I will do it. And once he stopped running, he said, I'm tall, and if I can carry the menorah on my back, People from all around will be able to see it. I'll do it, Olive. I can do it. I will carry the menorah, and I will fulfill the mitzvah of publicizing the miracle of Hanukkah. So that, friends, is how Judah the giraffe came to have a menorah attached to his back. He is fulfilling the mitzvah of Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
We rise now with the words of Aleinu L'Shabeach. L'Shabeach Adon HaKol, Lateit V'Dula Leotzer Breshit, Shelo Asanu Kigoy Ha'aratzot, Velo Samanu K'mishbechot Ha'adama,
Shelo Sam Chelkenu Kahem, Begor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam,
Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, Mayom hahu yiheh Adonai echad, U'shemo
Ushemo echad. Please be seated. When I was a kid growing up in Denver, Colorado, we would sometimes go celebrate Hanukkah with my grandmother, and she lived in a high-rise building on the 15th floor. And we would light the Hanukkah menorah, and we would turn out the lights, and we would see the flickering lights of the chanukiyah, and also the city, like of downtown Denver as well. And it's one of those memories that I have of her. Memory of sort of standing there looking at the light and feeling, feeling the awe of not only the chanukiyah, but the lights of the city. And so often when we're celebrating a holiday, it's mixed with the bittersweet sense of sadness too. Because we take out our chanukiyahs, our menorahs, and we see the ones that our loved ones held in their hands, or that we gathered around at their tables. And we recognize that even in this moments of joy, that there is a tinge of sadness too, because people that we loved and people that we have lost, and yet we light those lights and we bring a part of their light into the world every time we do so. So at this time, we think of our loved ones. We think of our loved ones, those who died recently, and those who died at this season in years past. We think of those individuals whom we have drawn into our hearts as though they were our own families. And we remember them, and we honor them, and we light the candles because of them and for them and in their memory. We're in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days after the deaths of Sidel Oberman-Farber, Muriel Feldman, Nancy Linderman-Felsher, Fran Lamandansky, Colin Rotodondo, and Carl Dwayne Townsend. We mark with sympathy and sadness the yahrzeits, the anniversaries of the deaths of Marjorie Abrams, Danya Berman, Rosalind Burney, Seymour Blitz, I.D. Blumenthal, Sadie Brightman, Jeanette R. Breyer, Margaret Higgins Bryan, Anita Chana Korn, Isidore Korzen, Harry Finnerman, Gerald Feldman, Fortune Frewa, Suzanne Friedlander, Abe Friedman, Joan Geiger, Ruth Ginsburg, Joseph Glauberman, Sandy K. Goodman, Francis Gottheim, Daniel Green, Lillian Ruth Hardis, Littman Henschel, Ermegard Hersman, Murray Stephen Horwitz, Phyllis Jakobowitz, Raymond Jacobson, Rose Jaffe, Stanley N. Kaplan, Fanny Barker Katzen, Joseph Naken, Bernice Bunny Kranz, Florence Lieberman, Jack Levine, Elsie London, Martin Markowitz, Lillian Fleet Mendelson, Harold D. Mendelson, Eli Montezinos, Emery Morris, Beatrice Mosto, Sharon Newman, Claire Nadruka, Eleanor Plotkin, Emma Laura Reese Quinn, Paul Raff, Francis Esther Reich, Eric Reitman, Frida Sadinsky, Roz Sadinsky, Wilma Wolf Sally, Emily Satin, Richard Sauter, Megan Saya, Bertha Shukowski, Craig Brian Seidler, Evelyn Simon, Burton Simons, Carol E. Smith, Frida Sterling, Pearl Topman, Lynn Werner, Robert Leland Winton, Eric Wolf, John Weissmuller, and Barbara Zimmerman. Remember as well all who died in the Shoah and the Holocaust, our American servicemen and women and first responders who gave their lives for our freedom, and those who died defending the state of Israel. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. We rise together as one congregational family to support the mourners with the words of Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish found on page 598. Yitzgadal vayitzkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirute ve'amlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehe shemei rabbah mivarach le'olam ulamei olamaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yit hadar, v'yit halev, v'yit halal, shemei dekudusha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen.
Ose shalom bimroma,
Ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Please be seated. For those who are joining us for dinner, we're going to have dinner right afterwards in the David Silverman Social Hall. And if you have your name tag, go on in, and we'd love to have you there. We'll say Kiddush and Hamotzi in just a moment, so people can go in and get started on dinner. And we don't have to wait for a Kiddush and Hamotzi there. It's Hanukkah. I don't know if you know that. If you didn't know that and you sat through the service, let's talk afterwards. So we have several more Hanukkah things happening coming up. On Wednesday, December 13th at 6:30 p.m., there's a Brotherhood Hanukkah dinner and candle lighting. And on Thursday, December 14th at 5 p.m., there's going to be a Hanukkah candle lighting with me on Zoom for the last night of Hanukkah for those who may not have been able to be part of a Hanukkah lighting. And for those who are joining us online, we'd love to have you as well. It's going to be on Zoom, more on our website. On Thursday, December 14th at 7 p.m., you have the Temple Bethel TBE Jam Sufganiot Social, a young adult Hanukkah gathering at Lenny Boy Brewery. And you can find more information, all of our Hanukkah events on our website. Project Snowflake is teaming up with our Brotherhood to collect items to donate to Roof Above and the Howard Levine Men's Shelter. The bin is already set up in the Temple Bethel lobby, and it's going to be there from December 1st through the 14th, and it's going to collect new blankets and locks for lockers and new towels and washcloths and any sort of gently used but preferably new winter coats. We're looking forward to January 2024 with more exciting things planned. We have our Justice Shabbat on January 12th, and which is going to be phenomenal. Also on Sunday, January 28th, at 9 a.m., there's the Mitzvah Market, which is a proud opportunity to sort of reimagine the evolution of our Mitzvah Day tradition, structured as a commitment to our community. And the idea of this is that we want not just to have a mitzvah day, a single day in which we do good deeds, but we want to structure it in such a way that we are creating opportunities for us to engage with more mitzvot throughout the year, a unique market that's going to allow you to sort of shop for ways to engage in and support the Greater Charlotte Charlotte community, including an array of service projects and information and programs. And registration for the Nifty Winter Claw is on Friday, January 12th through Sunday, January 14th is happening right now. You can find tons of details there. We're going to continue with Kiddush and Hamotzi, wine or grape juice for many of us is a symbol of joy. And that we hope that the cups of our lives are filled to overflowing with joy. And then we'll say Hamotzi, thanking God for the sustenance that comes from the earth. And we're going to conclude by a rousing rendition of Not by Might, which we want all of you to be able to sing. The words will be up on the screen as well. So we'll continue with Kiddush.
Please join with me.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri hagafen L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamotzi lachem min haaretz.
Amen. And thank you to Patty and Share Kids, and we're going to sing Not by Might.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Not by might and not by power, powered by Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, by Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. The children sing.
La la di da.
Children dream, and their tears may fall, and you hear them call, and another song will rise.
Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Not by might and not by power, power by Spirit alone. Ruach, shall we live in peace. Not by might and not by power, by Spirit alone. Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by power. Shalom. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.